There was a woman named Cynthia who lived in a small town. She was a single mother with an 18-year-old daughter named Emma. Cynthia and Emma were very close. Their bond was unbreakable. Cynthia's husband had died when Emma was just 3 years old. Since then, Cynthia did everything by herself to raise her daughter. Life was very hard, but Cynthia never gave up. She did all kinds of small jobs to survive. She walked on the streets, made people's hair, and even started selling hair extensions and wigs. Slowly, things began to change. Cynthia became very good at what she did. People from different towns came to get their hair done. Her business grew, and soon, she opened a big salon. She was proud of herself, and even more proud of her daughter, Emma. One day, while driving to her salon, Cynthia's car broke down. She tried everything, but the engine wouldn't start. She stood by the road, feeling hopeless. Just then, a tall, handsome man named Jesse walked by. He noticed her and came to help. Jesse fixed the car, and Cynthia was so grateful. They exchanged numbers and went their separate ways, but that wasn't the end. Soon they started talking often. Their friendship grew. Then they started going on dates. And slowly, they fell in love. At that time, Jesse didn't have a job. He only drove Cynthia around and helped her at her shop. Cynthia wanted to show him appreciation, so she bought him a brand new car. She also asked him to move in with her. He said yes. Emma was happy for her mother. She thought it was a good thing that her mom had finally found love. A few months later, Cynthia and Jesse got married. It was the talk of the town. Cynthia paid for the whole wedding. After the wedding, Cynthia asked Jesse what he wanted to do with his life. She promised to support him 100%. But Jesse always said, "I'll think about it." Every morning, Cynthia went to her salon while Jesse stayed home to cook and clean. In the afternoon, he would join her at the salon. Everything seemed fine. But one day, something strange happened. As Jesse was getting ready to go to the shop after doing his chores as usual, he forgot to lock the bedroom door. Emma walked in and saw him naked. She apologized and said she was looking for her mom's iPod which Jesse gave her, and she left. Emma couldn't stop thinking of Jesse's hug manhood. She saw she became so attracted to him. The next morning, Cynthia had gone to her shop and Jesse was cooking in the kitchen. Emma came into the kitchen wearing a very short body-hook dress. She told Jesse she had come to help him in the kitchen, and she deliberately dropped a plastic cup in front of Jesse and then bent over to pick it up, showing off her curvy body. Jesse became excited by what he saw and immediately touched her waist. Emma turned and started kissing Jesse. They started kissing and caressing each other, then proceeded to the bedroom. This continued for months. Until one day Cynthia came home unexpectedly in the middle of the day. She opened the bedroom door, and what she saw stopped her in her tracks. Her heart sank, her world changed in 1 second. Cynthia was shocked. She refused to believe what she had seen. It felt as if her whole world had come crashing down. How can the two most important people in my life betray me like that? She cried and ran outside. Jesse chased after her, apologizing and asking for forgiveness. Of course, he blamed the devil. But Cynthia wasn't buying any of the excuses he was making. She kept asking him, "Why? How could you do this to me? After everything I have done for you, is this how you pay me back?" He kept on begging, but Cynthia wasn't ready to listen. The only thing on her mind was to get him out of her house and out of her life. Emma, on the other hand, stood in the hallway, covered in shame, knowing she had done the unthinkable. Jesse, knowing he had lost everything, packed his things and left the house. Emma tried to apologize to her mother, but Cynthia wasn't ready to listen to her either. Cynthia felt so betrayed and hurt. When she looked at her daughter Emma, she didn't know how to. Days later, Cynthia's business started collapsing due to negligence. She couldn't focus on her work. She couldn't sleep at night. The image of her husband and daughter in bed kept haunting her. As time passed, Cynthia began having health issues. She was always thinking and would drink and cry herself to sleep. She was so stressed and depressed, she could neither sleep nor eat. One day, Cynthia collapsed at her shop and was rushed to the hospital. When she woke up, the doctor told her that she had. A few days later, Cynthia's health gave in, and she passed away in the hospital after suffering another heart attack and a stroke. Emma and Jesse were devastated. They both knew they had lost the woman they loved forever and were filled with grief and guilt. They now understood how big the consequences of their actions were. Both Emma and Jesse couldn't look each other in the face. They knew their actions had led to Cynthia's death. They both regretted everything and blamed each other. After Cynthia's funeral, Jesse and Emma went their separate ways. Emma channeled her energy into studying hard. She was determined to live a better life. Jesse, on the other hand, fell into depression. He couldn't bear the guilt and regret that overwhelmed him. He went into rehabilitation to find a way to forgive himself and move on. Many years later, Emma had become a very successful businesswoman. Just like her mother, Jesse became a counselor, helping people with life struggles. Morals of this story: 1. Betrayal destroys trust and lives. Betraying someone who loves and trusts you, especially a close family member, can have devastating consequences. The emotional pain can be greater than any physical wound, and in Cynthia's case, it ultimately led to her death. 2. Choices have consequences. Emma and Jesse made selfish choices without thinking about the consequences. In the end, they not only lost Cynthia but also had to live with guilt and regret for the rest of their lives. 3. Some mistakes cannot be undone. While forgiveness is powerful, some actions cause damage that cannot be repaired. No amount of apology could bring Cynthia back or erase the pain they caused. 4. Emotional pain can affect physical health. Cynthia's heartbreak and stress led to serious health issues, showing how emotional trauma can affect a person's body, not just their mind. 5. True remorse can lead to growth. Even though Emma and Jesse did something terrible, they eventually tried to turn their lives around, Emma by working hard and Jesse by helping others. This shows that people can learn from their mistakes, even if they can't undo them. 6. Guilt is a heavy burden. Living with guilt and regret can haunt a person forever. It can destroy mental health and peace of mind, as it did for both Emma and Jesse. 7. Family bonds should be protected, not broken. Family is supposed to be a safe space, filled with trust and love. When those bonds are broken, the damage can be more painful than anything from the outside world. Viewers, who is to be blamed in this story? Cynthia, Jesse, or Emma? Drop your opinion in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Follow for more stories.